Okay. All right, shall we? I suppose. Mikkel? As you come in. All right, my friend. I saw a picture of you on Lucy's thing. And you have a geographical tongue or whatever it's called. What's it called? Geographical tongue? What's it called? Prime, my husband has that too. So weird when you do that. Lucy, Lucy posted it on Instagram. So everyone has it. That's funny. You haven't seen it. All right, friends. Hello, and thank you so much for being here. She's been extra clingy lately. She loves me so much. Let's see. Special announcements. I don't think I've got anything coming up right soon. Yeah. I have my TRE. Hi, Catherine. I'm friend, Catherine. I have my TRE thing that I am just starting up. So TRE is tension and trauma releasing exercises. So it's a completely different modality than yoga. I taught it these last couple days, Monday and Sunday, and then I'll teach it again next Monday, 6:30 p.m. here in this space. I think it's super cool. People, since it's called TRE, people are like, what does that mean? I have no idea. They have like all these ideas in their head of what it is. It's scary. It's this, it's that. It's like, it's totally not scary at all. It is very approachable. It is just like doing a few exercises and then laying on the ground. It's really, honestly, I think relaxing. So I was telling people like sometimes to come to an evening yoga class, you kind of got to be like, get home from work and be like, okay, I can do this. But I feel like going to TRE is like a really nice way to kind of just decompress and let whatever you've been kind of holding on to, whatever's been stressing you out, just kind of move out. And it's really gentle. It's not like if you've come to my breathwork classes, those can be really intense. And this is just really gentle. So it's next Monday, 6:30 p.m. in this space. It is by donation. So I'd love to have you. I'm hoping that it will build because I'm super excited about it. So, all right. Any questions? Should we just do our thing? Practice? Okay. Comfortable seated position if you are not already there. And even if you are already there, you might just wiggle a little bit, move around a little bit, feel your physical body a little bit more. So bigger movements, smaller movements. You might even give yourself a little temple massage, forehead massage. Sometimes I just like to tap my fingers on my heart space and on my belly. So feeling my physical body immediately a little more. And then eventually settle into stillness. So you can rest your hands wherever you'd like, just be intentional about it. Either close your eyes, or if you want to keep your eyes open, soften your gaze, lower your gaze. So you might even gaze down at the tip of your nose. And start to just bring more awareness inward. So going from everything that's outside of you, most of the time that's where we're at, is what's happening outside. See if you can start to bring more awareness to what's happening inside, your own inner space. So there's physical sensations that are obvious. How does it feel as you sit? How do your hips feel? How does your spine feel? How do your shoulders feel? Are you tensing up any places where you don't need to be, maybe in your face, your jaw, your forehead? See if you can go deeper than physical. So get curious about energetically, emotionally, what is present for you? What have you brought with you to class? And you're not trying to fix it. You're not trying to make anything go away. You're just creating space for whatever's there to be acknowledged and felt and held with your loving awareness right here in this moment. So all you are doing is connecting with yourself and breathing. So next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you possibly can. And then when you think you're full, hold at the top in fullness. Maybe even sip in a little bit extra, like a teaspoon more. And then great big sigh out your mouth, release. Ah. Very nice. Do that twice more. So inhale, fill up. You might even feel yourself take up more space, get taller, hold, extra sip. Open your mouth, great big sigh. Ah. Nice job. One last time. So biggest inhale you have taken all morning long. Hold in fullness. And as you hold your breath, try not to tighten. See if you can soften around your held breath. Take an extra sip, maybe even two. And then great big sigh, release, let it go. Ah, nice job. Now seal your lips and begin to cultivate enjoiiii breath. So most of you are familiar with enjoiiii breath. You've probably used it a lot. You can turn it on and off, kind of like a light switch. If it's something new to you, if it's something unfamiliar, enjoiiii means victorious or vibrant. It's a Sanskrit word. So it's a victorious breath. It's a vibrant breath. It's a very powerful breath. The inhale is like you're taking a very deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed over the breath. So you are breathing through your nose, but it's moving through your throat especially, and that's where you hear it. Sounds like an ocean wave or a gentle whisper. It's coming all the way down from your diaphragm. So if this breath is not familiar, if it hasn't clicked for you yet, that's fine. Just breathe whatever way you can with intention. Breathe as deeply as you can with intention. But stay curious about enjoiiii. In my opinion, there is something there. Enjoiiii breath, in my opinion, is one of the greatest tools you have to support you in your practice, in your physical practice, maybe also in your life outside this room. So stay curious about it. Go ahead and take your breath with you and come forward to hands and knees, tabletop position. And once you're on hands and knees, just any movement that your body is calling for. So intuitive movement, there's no right or wrong. And you might start with cat-cows, something familiar, just kind of feeling into the flexion and extension of your spine. And then from there, you can get more curious. You can circle your hips, wag your tail side to side. Maybe you come all the way forward towards a cobra or a up dog position. Sit all the way back into a child's pose. And just check back in now that you've started moving. Did anything happen to your breath, or is it still there? Is it still big and spacious? Is it still supporting you from within? So be here, let's say, for about 3 or 4 or 5 more rounds. And then eventually downward facing dog. You can start to find your own transition back whenever you feel ready. Nice job, everyone. Once you're back in your dog pose, same thing. Keep feeling around, keep exploring. Nice, Mikkel. So maybe in your down dog, it feels really good to bend your knees a lot and come up to your tiptoes as you lengthen from your fingertips up to your sit bones. So the goal of down dog is not to get your legs straight. It's not to get your feet flat on the ground. Your foundation in down dog is your hands. And the intention is to lengthen from your fingertips all the way up to your butt, all the way up to your sit bones. So even if that means you have to bend your knees a lot, that is totally fine. So feel into that length from your fingertips, through your arms, through your spine and your side bodies. And then that connection to your center. So almost like there's a rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally lifting you up and tugging your hips towards the top corner of the back wall. Nice poses, you guys. Awesome, CC. Take one more big, huge inhalation into your down dog. Nice, Cam. As you exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, just give yourself a moment to hang out. You could ragdoll your arms. You could take a little sway or a little bob or a little bounce. Personally, I prefer my feet at least hips width distance apart for this first forward fold. It just gives your hips and your pelvis more space. You can bend your knees, just like in your down dog, a little bit or a lot of it. Let your head be really heavy. Let your neck relax. And just like you're a rag doll, imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and you're hanging, you're dangling from that rope. So upper body is heavy, head is heavy. Take one more round. Nice poses, everybody. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Marriott. Exhale, let it go, fold. Do that one more time, halfway lift. So stick your butt out and press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, fold, release. And this time we'll take it all the way up slowly. Come through your halfway lift and inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Good job, beautiful. Let's move, breath to movement for just a moment. Inhale, reach. Hinge at your hips, dive down nice and slowly. So traction out your spine, then fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Nan. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. All the way to empty, connect to your center, and take it all the way up to stand. Once again, inhale, arms extend. Hands to your heart, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale, high mountain pose, reach and stretch. Exhale, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart, dive down slowly. As you breathe in, spinal extension, how much length can you create? As you breathe out, let it go. From the press of your feet and from your connection to your center, rise. Inhale, arms reach, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice job. We'll add on a little bit. Inhale, high mountain. Pause right here. Interlace your fingers and steeple your index fingers. So notice if it feels like you're rounding, tucking your tailbone, or if it feels like you're doing the opposite, flaring your ribs forward and pressing your arms back. See if you can find nice and neutral. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Hug an invisible block with your inner thighs. Take one more inhale to grow really tall. And as you exhale, send your hips to the left, upper body to the right. Keep your left shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. Yeah, more weight in your left foot. So you can lean over to the left and maybe your right tiptoes reach out to the right. Keep them really light. Take one last huge round of breath into your left side. Very good. As you inhale, back to center, both feet on your mat, grow tall. Other side, up and then over. Try to keep your arms really long, really strong. So rather than bending your elbows, biceps squeeze next to your ears. Yeah, your left tiptoes might reach out to the left. Nice, Laura. Breathe down your right waistline. Breathe in between your right ribs. Last breath here. Nice, Abby. Inhale back to center, both feet on your mat. As you exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace here. All right. For right now, bend your elbows a lot and suction cup your palms together. And then keep that. See if you can throw your big fist in the washing machine and make big circles or little circles even. Go as fast as you can and try to keep your shoulders back rather than rolling them forward. I know it's hard, just do your best. Circle, 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 and then circle it the opposite direction. If possible, your palms are still suction cupped. Keep a bend in your elbows, circle it out. You should feel heat building in your shoulders. Keep circling for 3. Yes, 2, 1. Now stretch. You can reach your knuckles back and maybe even lift your heart up. Press your hips forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. You can straighten your arms, but try not to hyperextend through your elbows. Just do your best. Take one more in-breath. Maybe you gaze slightly up, tilt your chin. Exhale, keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips all the way down, nice and easy. Relax your neck at the bottom. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Big bend in your knees is totally fine. It's helpful. Lift your butt up higher. Lift your knuckles up higher. Relax your neck more. So think crown of your head towards the ground and sit bones towards the sky. Use your core strength to lift your butt and to take weight out of your heels. Take one last round. Nice, Liz. Bottom of your exhale, bring your hands to your low back first, then release your clasp. Good, Eileen. Give your arms a nice little shaky shake, or maybe your head. Ujjayi breath. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. Realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your yoga mat. You'll be in a plank position. Pause in your plank. Spread your fingers really, really wide and actively push the ground away. Your hips are level with your shoulders in a yoga plank, hips level with shoulders. And then from that place, see if you can rock forward and back. So nothing is changing in your position. Your hips don't drop down. You're just transferring weight forward, transferring weight back. So coming onto your tippy toes, pressing into your fingertips, and then pushing your heels towards the back of the room. You can come to your knees if you'd like to modify at any time. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, so on your tippy toes. See if you can keep that. Exhale, lower halfway down. Don't let your belly drop. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Straighten your arms. Once again, little rock forward, lower halfway. Hold until you're empty in your breath. Yes, good. Inhale, push back up. And then this time, strong straight line. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly for 3, 2, 1. Good work. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out to frame your mat. They should be on the hardwood floor, nice and wide. Up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Tone your belly, navel to spine. Exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back through center. Lift your heart, tone your belly. Press down through your pelvis. Exhale, other side, twist. Beautiful. Inhale, center. Go ahead one more time each way with your own breath at your own pace. Nice, Kathy. Feel your shoulders. Feel your front body, back body, side bodies, even lower body. Eventually, an inhale brings you back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog is our destination. No rush. Once you are in your down dog, Ujjayi breath, about 5 rounds. And only if you want more in your down dog, a little more strength work, option to turn it into a turbo dog. So for turbo dog, the only thing that changes is your arms. Bend your elbows a lot and squeeze them in towards one another. So it's almost like dolphin pose, but your forearms are just hovering an inch or so above the ground. You continue to lift your hips really high using your connection to center. And you continue to let your head be heavy and your neck relax. So you don't have to look forward to hold yourself here. Good job, friends. Beautiful poses. Nice, Brittany. Take one more big inhalation. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise. Lead with your heart all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, inhale, arms reach. And this time, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Your left palm faces the right side of the room. Little bend in your elbows is a good thing. Sway your hips to the left, upper body goes right. So you're tugging on your left arm, but with your left arm, you're resisting. So if you were to let go right now, your left arm would slingshot out. There's muscle energy there. Keep your left shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. Maybe reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Keep them very light. One more deep breath into your long left side. Good. As you inhale, back to center, switch your grip. Grab your right wrist, turn your right palm towards the windows, and then up and over, like a crescent moon with your body. If you try to create this shape with just your upper body, range of motion is so limited. So start with lower body. Sway your hips right as your upper body goes left. Breathe into your long right side. Beautiful work. Last round. Nice, Tammy. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, we're going to take a chair plane pose. So release your grip, bend your knees, and sweep your arms back behind you as you sit low. Yes. So for right now, weight is in your heels. Your heart is lifted, not your head. So head lifting looks like this. See if you can lift your heart, feel your back muscles engage. Yeah, as you stick your butt out behind you, feel your core engage. Draw your belly button in and up. Now, only if you would like, option to float up to your tiptoes. So now, lift your heels, rock forward. Awesome, Laura. Get your heels as high as they will go. And see if you can sit even lower, bend your knees more. Nice, Catherine. One last deep breath. Only if you want to stay on your tiptoes, inhale high mountain as tall as you can possibly grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down. So stick your butt out, reach your heart forward. This is an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time you dive down. Inhale to a halfway lift, heels on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Move through your vinyasa this time, however you would like. See you in downward facing dog. So you're welcome to add a couple of push-ups. You're welcome to take it on your knees, skip it completely. Up to you. Once you get back into your dog pose, reconnect if you've lost it. Ujjayi breath, strong, powerful, supporting you from the inside. All right, from your dog pose, inhale, right leg high, three-legged. And you're more than welcome to explore for a moment. Open your hip, roll out your ankle, just kind of feel around. Keep your strong hands and your strong shoulders. So you're not sinking into your hands or sinking into your left shoulder. Take one more big inhale. Make your right leg strong and powerful. Very nice. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round your back, hollow out your belly. You should be on your back, tippy toes. Now step forward softly, low lunge. Take your time to rise up, crescent lunge. Beautiful. So all 10 toes face forward. You're on the ball of your back foot, so there is definitely an element of balance here. To help with balance, we hug towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and you feel really strong and stable through your legs. So your legs are your foundation, and then your upper body is your expression. So grow up into your expression of crescent lunge in this moment today. Feel your breath flowing through every little space. Yes, beautiful. One more inhale here. As you exhale, grab your left wrist with your right hand and then side body stretch up and over. Keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. See if you can feel that length in your left side. Breathe into it. Breathe all the way down into the front of your left hip. One last round. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And we're going to take it straight into a standing split. So right foot roots down, left leg floats up. Just like a one-legged forward fold. Notice if you sink into your outer right hip. So if your right hip is kind of shooting out to the right, see if you can hug in through your right inner thigh. And I like what Cam's doing. Maybe you even try lifting up to your right tiptoes. See if you can lift your right tiptoes by using your core. So less leg, more core. Find your strong center. Take one more big in-breath. See if you can lift higher or even just spread your left tiptoes. Good job. Exhale, top of your mat, forward fold. Set your left foot down. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake if it wants. Bring your big toes together until they touch. Little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. So tiny little potato bug ball. Butt towards the ground. Nose towards your knees. And you can choose if you want to work ankle flexibility. Try to press your heels down. If you want to work strength and balance, lift your heels up. And the higher your heels get, the lower your butt can go. You can get your nose even closer to your knees. You might even wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. As you exhale, get as small and compact as you can. Find your very, very center. As you inhale, feel your back ribs expand. Feel your back body inflate. Nice job. Last round here. Inhale, halfway lift. So set your heels down, stick your butt out and lengthen. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and let's take it all the way up. Rise. Arms extend overhead, high mountain. Pause here, check in. So notice, once again, are your ribs flaring forward? Is your tailbone tucking under and are you rounding through your upper back? Is there any way in which you can find more neutral through pelvis, through spine? So your most optimal alignment for you personally. Right foot is your base. Lift your left knee up off the ground, standing stack. Or left foot off the ground, left knee in front of you. Yes. So flexion through your left toes, dorsal flexion, toes back towards your heel. Hug in with your inner thighs. Slow, deep breath. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. So sit back and reach back. Weight is in your right heel. Your butt is going back and your core is engaged. So when we flow, this is where we will go. But for right now, we'll stay for about 5 more breaths. So if you want to play or explore or get curious, go for it. You can move around. You can bring your hands to blocks or the ground. You can play with a twist or an arm balance. Just keep that left foot really active, left ankle really strong. If you want, Brittany, see if you can bring your left elbow and twist from there. It's your next step. Nice work, friends. Last couple breaths. Nice, Cam. All right, let's slowly come back to standing staff position. So rise up, lift your left knee up. If you need to modify, left foot can come to the ground. Otherwise, left knee lifts. Extend your left leg if you want more. One more inhale. Exhale, curtsy squat. Swing your left leg around, so left toes off the right edge of your mat. Bend your knees, hands to heart, get low. Try to keep your hips square, so right hip is pulling back, left hip is drawing forward, inner thighs squeeze. Take little pulses up and down. So you're staying low. Just let the heat build in your legs. Send your breath into your legs. Try not to stick your butt out and look at the ground, but instead tone your belly. Imagine there's a thread pulling up on the crown of your head. Get as low as you can. Take one last breath here. Good job. High mountain, arms reach up, both feet on your mat. Little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Puff up your heart. Inhale, re-extend. Dive down slowly as you exhale. Good job. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See you in down dog, however you'd like to get there. Vinyasa, or you do you. Once you are in down dog, enjoiiii breath. Fire it back up. All right. Beautiful down dogs. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. So notice as you lift your left leg, do you sink into your right shoulder or your right hip? Try to keep hugging your right inner thigh in and lifting from your center. If you want to explore on this side, go for it. Feel around. Slow, spacious, supportive breath. If you feel like your breath is just something that's fighting you throughout your practice, that's okay, but stay curious. One day, something will shift. Take one more big inhale, left leg long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, left knee towards your nose. So round your back, step through ever so softly, low lunge. Take your time to rise, crescent lunge. Nice job. Nice stepika. So strong through your legs. You've got a nice long stance, but then rather than sinking into it, you're stabilizing, you're hugging towards midline. So as you draw front hip back, back hip forward, automatically your transverse abdominis engages, which gives you a little support around your low back, like you have a brace around your middle. Then you can grow into your expression. Lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Take one more big, huge inhale. As you exhale, grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand, up and over towards the windows. Pull your left hip back and your right hip forward. So long line of energy all the way down your right side. You might even feel the stretch down in front of your right hips, your hip flexors. Breathe down into that space. Take one last round here. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, left foot floats up, right leg, or excuse me, left foot roots down, right leg floats up. So be here for just a moment. All it is a one-legged forward fold. So I absolutely do not care how high your right leg goes, but I want you to feel your right foot and your right toes as they float in space. So make sure you can wiggle them around. See if you can spread even your little baby pinky toe. Awesome work. Nice, Kathy. Take one more big inhale. Lengthen. Forward fold. Set your right foot down. And give your left leg a shake out if it would like. And then little tiny potato bug ball is where we're headed. So big toes touch, tuck and curl. You can do what you did before. Or maybe this time you do the opposite. If you lifted your heels, this time you press them down or vice versa. Or if you want, toe stand is also an option. So balancing on your tiptoes, see if you can point your knees straight forward. Bring your hands to your heart. Squeeze everything towards midline. So inner thighs, inner knees, inner heels, hug in. Slow, spacious breath. Two more. Soften your face. Good. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift. So set your heels down, stick your butt out in length, and realign your spine. You can widen your stance if you want. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. High mountain pose. Reach up, stretch, pause, check in with your own alignment. So how do you collapse, or what are your own imbalances? How can you be in more optimal alignment for your own body? Left foot this time is your base. Float your right knee up in front of you. Flexion through your right toes. Nice, CC. Hug in with your inner thighs for now. So it's like you're zipping a zipper up through your midline. Everything is hugging in and lifting up. Take one more big in breath. Keep the flexion through your right toes. Figure four. Sit back into a chair plane. So arms swing back, butt goes back, and your upper body is closer to lower. You're bending your standing leg a lot. The weight is in your heel. You can stay here, breathe here, or since we're holding this one, maybe this time you want to explore. Maybe you didn't on the other side, but you feel like it on this side. So it does not have to be what you did on the other side. Be in the pose, breathe into the pose. Keep the flexion in your right toes. If you fall out, awesome. Just meet yourself right there, and that's part of the practice. That's why we're here. Yeah, good. Last deep breath. And slowly see if you can bring it back to your standing staff position. So if you want, both feet can be on the ground. Otherwise, right knee lifts, maybe even extend right leg. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, curtsy squat. So swing your right toes around, bring them off the left edge of your mat, hands to heart, get low. So your shoulders are square towards the front of your mat, front of your space. You're not sideways, and you're not looking at the ground. Take your little pulses. Tone your belly to lengthen through your low back. Draw up through the crown of your head. Yes, good. Pulse it out and breathe down into your legs. Nice, Nan. Get as low as you can and take one last deep breath as you hold there. Awesome, Liz. Inhale, high mountain. Both feet on your mat, both arms reach up. Add your little baby back bend. Exhale, navel to spine. Protect slow back as you curl open. Re-extend, reach, realign. Exhale, butt sticks out. Heart goes forward all the way down. Nice work. Lift halfway with your inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa or skip it. See you either in down dog or if you want, child's pose, embryo pose, hero's pose, or even a great time to grab a drink of water if you need one. So give yourself a moment to just feel, to just notice, to just be in your body. Slow, spacious breath. And we will move through that entire sequence a couple more times. But we're going to go a little bit faster now. So it will be one breath, one movement. But it does not mean you speed through it mindlessly and forget to breathe. It means actually that you use your slow, spacious breath to guide your movement, to guide your transitions, to hold you as you move from pose to pose. So if you feel like I'm cueing really slow, see if you can breathe slower, bigger, deeper. And if at any time you just want to take a little break, do your own thing, absolutely fine with me. If you are coming with me, friends, downward facing dog. Fire up your enjoiiii breath. Feel it and hear it. Take one more big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, look forward, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold, top of your space. Inhale, spinal extension, lots of length. Exhale, release. All the way up, rise, arms overhead. Breathe in and stretch. And hands to your heart center, breathe out. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch of your choice. You can grab your wrist or maybe you want to interlace. Exhale, up and over, hips towards the windows, upper body towards the opposite wall. Back through center as you breathe in. Get really tall. Exhale, other side. Think of a crescent moon shape. Create it with your body. Inhale, center. As you exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Float up to tiptoes if you'd like. Stay on your tiptoes if you would like, all the way up, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. And then for a big balance challenge, stay on your tiptoes and slowly dive down. Bending the knees is helpful. Use your core. Yes, lift halfway, breathe in. Awesome, Tammy, heels on the ground. Nice, Laura. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. See if you can keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open. Keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Inhale. Now use your exhale and your strong core to step your right foot forward as soft as possible, low lunge. Inhale, crescent rise, strong leg. As you exhale, we've got our side body stretch. Grab your left wrist, think up and then over. Empty out in your breath, squeeze inner thighs. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the earth.
Root through your right foot. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg floats high. Spread your toes. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Go straight into it. Tuck and curl. Good breathing. Halfway lift. Heels down. Spine long. Stick your butt out. Widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, forward fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Lift your left knee up. Flex your toes. Exhale, figure four with chair plane arms. Sit back, reach back. Inhale, back to standing staff. Reach up, maybe even extend left leg forward. Try not to lean back, but draw low belly in. And curtsy, squat slowly. Empty out as you get low. Inhale, fill up, reach high. Baby back bend. Cactus your arms, tone your belly, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, slow dive all the way down. Beautiful work. Lift halfway, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, slowly lower. Awesome, Eileen, inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down, elbow tips should point at the back wall. Exhale, down dog. Big, huge in-breath, left leg to the sky. Now use your strong core, slowly and softly exhale, left foot steps through, low lunge. Nice cam, slow rise, crescent, breathe in. Grab your right wrist, exhale, side body stretch up and then over, empty out, squeeze inner thighs. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, right leg floats up, just like a one-legged forward fold. Little tiny potato bug ball, big toes touch, tuck and curl, empty out, find your center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, stick your butt out, heels on the ground now. Exhale, forward fold. You can widen your stance if you want to. Rise all the way up. Inhale, arms up, right knee lifts, flexion through your toes. Exhale, sit back into your figure four with your chair plane arms, swing them back. Inhale, standing staff, option to extend right leg, press through your heel. Good, curtsy squat, swing your right toes around off the left edge of your mat, get low. Inhale, reach high, stretch it out. Add your little standing back bend, exhale, cactus your arms, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Use your exhale to slowly take you down into your fold. Beautiful job. Lift and lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Nice, Mikal. Inhale. Heart opens. Exhale, hips lift. Down dog. So you've got one more round. One more time through, just like that. But this time, I'm gonna add in a few little changes, a few extra poses. So just like you've been doing, stay present. Listen to my cues. They are invitations. So whatever works, use it. If it doesn't work, just let it go. One more big inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze forward, top of your space, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold. Nice, Catherine. Take it all the way up. See if you can lead with your heart. Arms reach, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round. Here we go. Inhale, high mountain. Side body stretch of your choice. So you can grab your wrist or interlace. Exhale, upper body goes right, hips go left. Inhale through center. Your choice once again, other side. Use your exhale all the way to empty. Inhale, center. Little baby back bend. Exhale, tone your belly, puff up your heart. Good job. Inhale, reach. Now chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to tippy tippy toes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like. High mountain. So super, super tall. Squeeze through the front of your quads. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, stick your butt out and dive down. Everybody into your forward fold. Heels on the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Fill up with breath. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Down dog, listen here. Inhale, right leg to the sky. You can hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow as close as you can come. Good, inhale, back up, lengthen. Left to left, aim for your armpit, super high on your arm. Push the ground away. Nice steppy cut. Inhale, back up, lengthen. Now everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly and step through softly. Nice, Kathy. Rise, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, side body stretch. So grab your left wrist, take it up and over. Now listen, friends. We're going to pause right here. All that length in your left side, we're going to use it to twist. So as you are ready, hinge at your hips. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee or thigh. And then prayer hands, or I even like to make a fist with my left hand and press my right palm into my fist. If this is a bit much, you can bring your left hand to the ground or a block inside your right foot instead. If you've got the twist with prayer hands, see if you can lengthen your spine as you inhale, and then gentle leverage to work your twist as you exhale. Breathe all the way down into your low back. Take your last couple of breaths right here. Nice job. Slowly, end of your exhale, let it go. Listen, hands to the ground, and just walk your hands over to the long left side of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Wherever you want to go, either fold or explore. About 5 rounds. Try not to lock out or hyperextend through your knees. So I'd rather see bent knees than hyperextension. Try not to rock back into your heels. Last couple of rounds. Nice, good adjustments. All right, next time you breathe in, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Coming back to our flow. Exhale, low lunge, walk your hands forward. Inhale, standing splits, left leg floats high. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Exhale, release and fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up, lift your left knee up. Now listen, eagle pose, left knee on top of right, left arm underneath right. So left leg on top, left arm on the bottom. Wrap your arms together, or if too much, you can grab the backs of your shoulders. Squeeze your inner thighs and sit nice and low. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, wonderful. If not, just keep your toes active. Lengthen your spine, so tailbone towards the ground. That invisible rope draws up through the crown of your head. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Take one last round in eagle. Embody an eagle. What does it feel like? Inhale, unwind, standing staff. Arms reach up, maybe extend left leg forward. Now curtsy squat, hands to heart. Left toes off the right edge, get low. Inhale, reach high. Stretch your front body as you exhale, baby back bend. And realign, inhale. Slow dive, stick your butt way out behind you and dive down. Nice work. One more side, lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, heart lifts, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high. Breathe in, hold here if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Cross your body, yes. Inhale, three-legged, stretch it out. Left to left, aim for your armpit, aim high. Good, inhale, back up, three-legged. Now everybody, knee to your nose, step through ever so softly, low lunge. Nice, Brittany, rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Grab your right wrist with left hand. Exhale, side body stretch, up and over. So pause right here. All that length in your right side, we'll use it to twist. So start to hinge forward. Right elbow to the outside of your knee or thigh. And then hands either to prayer or make a fist with your right hand. Press your left palm firmly into your fist. Use it as gentle leverage. Try not to look at the back of the room, but gaze forward or straight towards the side of the room so your spine is encouraged to lengthen rather than round. Breathe into your low back. One last breath. See if you can work your twist from the inside. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Wide-legged forward fold. So hands to the ground. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Not hyperextend, just straighten. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, let it go. You can go wherever you'd like, about 5 rounds. Something different than the other side or the same as you did on the other side, totally up to you. Big, deep breaths. All right. Start to wrap it up. Halfway lift. Next inhale, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, low lunge. Back to our flow, standing split. Breathe in, right leg high. Exhale, little tiny potato bug ball, curl in. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, realign. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, all the way up. Inhale, arms reach up, right knee lifts. Remember, eagle pose this time. So right knee on top, right arm on the bottom, right elbow underneath. Yes. So sit back, squeeze your inner thighs. And if you can, get that second wrap of your toes around your calf. If not, no big deal. Just keep your right toes active. Try not to stick your butt out, but instead reach your tailbone down. So feel the length in your low back, tone in your belly. Gaze right through your arms. You're an eagle. You're focused and alert. Slow, deep breaths. Take one last round. Sit a little bit deeper. Good job. Inhale, standing staff. Nice, Laura. Unwind. Arms reach up. Maybe right leg extends. Exhale, curtsy squat. Last one. Get low. Inhale, stretch, reach high. Last standing back bend. Open your front body as you exhale. Stretch your abdominal wall. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Take it all the way down. Nice and easy. Forward fold. You are doing great. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Now listen, plank pose. Pause in your plank pose. One arm at a time. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So see if you can get your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Make a number 11 on the ground with your forearms. Your palms face down, your fingers spread wide, and especially press into thumbs and index fingers. If you would rather make a tripod with your hands as a modification, that is also just fine. So feel in your forearm plank your strong shoulders as you push the ground away from you. Feel your strong core, draw your belly button in and up. Now imagine an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It starts to pull straight up towards the ceiling. So dolphin pose, walk your toes in towards your elbows as far as they will go. Lift your hips high. So one day, hips stack over your shoulders. As you get your hips really high, press your heart towards the back of the room. Just 3 more deep breaths in your dolphin, friends. You can lift a leg. You can take little hops if you want. Soft face. Unclench your jaw. Use your breath to hold and support you from the inside. Last round. You're amazing. Let it go. So knees down, sit back and rest. Either child's, embryo, puppy, heroes. Just feel your body, all that energy inside of you. Your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, inhale your right leg to the sky. Peel your right hip open, so bend your right knee. Reach your knee out and up towards the sky. You can absolutely stay here, or option to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind you. Reach your right arm forward, lift your heart, lift your hips, breathe all the way down and stretch your abdominal wall. One more in breath. Exhale, come back 3-legged down dog. Extend your right leg high, square off your hips. Take an inhalation to lengthen. And then exhale, pigeon pose, nice and easy. Right shin to the top of your space, set your body down gently. If you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat or any other way, please, please, please feel free to take it there instead. And big, deep breath. Be in your pigeon for about 4 or 5 more rounds. If it feels like a lot, if it feels intense, super, super valuable, that open mouth exhalation. So give that energy somewhere to go. Sigh out your mouth. All right, friends, just like at the very beginning of practice, next inhalation, fill up as big as you can. Hold, take an extra little sip, send it down into your hips, and then sigh it out. All right, that's where we're going, Cece, so you can stay if you want. Okay, lift your upper body, and then we're going to just ease our way onto our outer right hip. But this is where you're gonna stay, so don't go anywhere too fast. So as you're on your outer right hip, see if you can get your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Good. And then slide your back knee up towards your right heel. Yep. And then from here, hands behind you. and you're gonna start to lean back. You might need to spread these toes so your knee doesn't hurt, but you do not want this knee to lift up. You wanna keep your left inner knee on the ground, touching the ground. So as you lean back, if your knee starts to lift, then that's as far as you go. And think not of back bending, so we're not doing a heart opener. We actually want to do the opposite. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Try to keep your spine neutral. Some people will be able to lay all the way down. That's just a little too much for me. So you go to your own edge, navel to spine. If you are laying on the ground, see if you can get your back left ribs closer to the ground. Wherever you're at, be here for about 4 or 5 more. This is really good for the internal rotation in our left hip. They say, whoever they is, they say that that's the first movement you start to lose as you get older, is that inward rotation. Good job, friends. Soft face, soft jaw, last couple rounds. And I know if you're all the way on the ground, it's hard to come back up gracefully. Bottom of your next exhale, just do your best to lift your upper body. And everybody, don't move quite yet. I'll show you where we're going. So try to sit up as tall as possible. Try not to use your hands, but if you need to, you can lean over on your right hand. You're just gonna take this left leg. You're gonna swing it there, swing it back, swing it around, swing it back. And do that a few times, trying to keep your torso as tall as possible and as still as possible. You should feel a little bit of heat building in your outer left hip. It's that medial glute. We want to wake it up. You might even feel like a almost Charlie horse type feeling. If you need to, you can stretch it out, give it a moment. Next time your left foot comes to the side of your right thigh, that's where we're going to keep it. And then you can either scoot your right heel towards your left butt cheek, or you can extend your right leg. Choice is yours. Hold on to your knee in front of you, your left knee, and then sit up really tall, puff up your heart. Take your left arm to the sky. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, turn over your left side. Left hand comes down behind you. So you're not using your hand to put all your weight on. You're using your hand just to help you sit up really tall. You can use your right arm if you want in some way. So maybe right elbow latches to the outside of left. Maybe you take the bind if that's in your practice. Breathe all the way down to your belly and perhaps even gaze over your left shoulder. Broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. Take about 3 more. Nice job, friends. Very, very end of your next exhale. So twist, 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 and then unwind your upper body. For just a moment, hands come off the right edge of your mat. Take a little bow. So round your back. Your left butt cheek can lift. This should feel good. It's a counter twist. Breathe down into your low belly, low back, hips, pelvis. Curl in, push the ground away. Last breath here. And then lift back up. Uncross your legs, unwind, give them a little shake out. And then a couple of rounds of windshield wipers. So nice and wide with your feet, side to side. And you can take a few more rounds if these are feeling good. Stick with it a little longer. We'll eventually all meet back in down dog. So please feel free to find your own way there. It does not have to be fancy at all. If you would like, invitation to join me in a boat pose. So balancing on your sit bones rather than rocking back onto your tailbone. So when I rock back onto my tailbone, feels a lot easier to hold. I kind of round my back. I could hang out here all day, but I'm not doing a lot for my core. So you want to stay up on your sit bones, keep your heart lifted, hug in with your inner thighs, and feel your strong core engaging. I'm holding on to my thighs as a modification. You could reach forward, you could reach up, you could extend your legs. So you do you. See if you can take 3 more breaths in this boat pose. Awesome work, you guys. Nice job. All right, from boat pose, if you would like, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You can step, or if you want to, you can try a hop back, jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Take a vinyasa or don't. Skip it if you'd rather. See you back in down dog. Walk it out for just a moment. Ujjayi breath, reconnect. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open. So feel your outer left glute, that medial glute. You should feel it squeezing here. You can stay here or option to flip. Left foot comes down nice and easy. Open through your front body. Breathe down your front body. Nice, Kirsten. Take one more big, huge in-breath. Stretch, lengthen. Nice job. Come back, three-legged dog. See if you can feel square hips first. So square off your hips, lengthen your left leg. And whenever you are ready, pigeon pose. Left shin comes forward. Gently bring your body down. Set yourself up intentionally. Feel free once again to take it on your back or in a seat if it works better for you there. And then use every single breath to create more space inside. So your inhales create space and your exhales allow you to just soften around that space. So nothing is forceful or aggressive. Wherever you are at, it feels somewhat sustainable, even if it's uncomfortable. So you can still take big, deep breaths. You can still soften the muscles in your face. Unclench your jaw. So your breath is how you communicate to your body. Even though your body might be really uncomfortable right now, maybe you even feel like you're getting a little bit anxious or frustrated. But your big, spacious breath, those big open mouth sighs especially, they tell your body, I know you're uncomfortable. I know you're a little anxious, but you are safe. Everything is chill. You can relax. You can let go. I got you. Our bodies don't speak English. They don't use words. They use breath and energy and sensation, pulsation. The only way to build a relationship with our body is to take time consistently to slow down enough to tune in and actually listen, get curious. So sometimes all our body wants is simply time and space to be acknowledged and felt and connected with. So that's what you're doing right now. It doesn't matter what your pose looks like. What do you feel? What does your breath feel? Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can, just like at the very beginning, as big as you can get. Hold there. And take an extra sip, send it into your hips, visualize it. Big open mouth sigh. Good. Slowly lift your upper body. Once again, we're coming into a nice easy seat on our outer left hip. So you can just let your hips open and flop over onto your left outer hip. Once you're there, adjust as needed so that your left shin is pretty much parallel with the front edge of your mat. Slide your right knee up to your left heel. Hands behind you now. A little bit of activation in these toes might be helpful. Start to lean back. And remember, you're not doing a heart opener, but the opposite. Try to draw your belly button down and keep a nice neutral spine as you go back. Don't let the inside of your right knee lift. Keep it on the ground. As soon as it lifts, that's where you stop. If you are laying all the way back, see if you can get the back of your right ribs closer to the ground. Wherever you're at, breathe and support yourself as best you can. I know it's a little bit awkward. Good job, last couple. If you're laying all the way back, see if you can, as gracefully as possible, find your way back upright. Everybody lift your upper body. And if you need to, remember, you can use your left hand by your side. Otherwise, try not to use your hands. Sit up as tall as you can. Take that right leg and swing it around and back a few times. Go all the way to the outside of left thigh and then all the way back behind you. Feel your outer right glute, squeeze that medial glute. That's what we're going for. Build the heat in your outer right butt cheek. Yeah, nice. All right, next time your right knee comes to the outside of left thigh, keep it there and adjust as needed. So your left foot might get closer to your right glute or your left leg could extend. You choose. Hug your knee in, get really tall, puff up your chest, proud chest. Right arm up, breathe in. And then exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder behind you as your right hand comes down. Remember, right hand isn't there to put all your weight on or lean back on. It's just helping you sit up really tall. You can use your left hand however you want to on the outside of left knee. Bind if that's in your practice. Give yourself just about 3 or 4 more breaths. All the way to empty as you exhale. Broaden your shoulders, your collarbone. With your last breath, twist to your edge, little tiny bit further, ring out. And then bottom of your exhale, unwind just your upper body, hands off the left edge of your mat. Take that little counter twist, that nice little bow. So your right butt cheek can lift, your back can round a lot. I even like to push into the ground as I curl in. So breathe down into your low back. One more. And then come back up. Uncross your legs, give them a little shaky shake. And lower all the way onto your back. Once you're on your back, friends, windshield wipers with your knees. So maybe a big full body stretch would feel good for just a second, or even hugging your knees in, giving them a little squeeze. Eventually, feet at the width of your yoga mat. So make sure your feet are nice and wide on the ground as you windshield wiper your knees side to side. And as you windshield wiper your knees side to side, really pay attention to your top knee. So your bottom knee gets as close to the ground as it can. Maybe it just plops down. Your top knee, work it forward and down. So you're working the entire length of that side. This is a very therapeutic pose if you slow it down enough and pay enough attention to feel. So breathe down into low back, breathe down into your hips. And then after a few rounds of windshield wipers, when you feel complete, happy baby pose is waiting for you. And after a couple breaths and happy baby, maybe extending one leg, other leg, even both at the same time. If there's anywhere else you want to go, any last poses, finishing poses that you want to take, feel free. And then eventually just start your own transition into your own final relaxation. So that can be the traditional corpse pose, or if there's any other position, fetal position, belly down shavasana, anything that's calling to you that would be really comfortable. Feel free to end up there instead. Your breath can just start to dissipate and come back to its natural rhythm. You can let go of control and manipulation. Just give yourself these last few moments to let go and to soak it all in. So my reading for you is a poem by Mary Oliver. It's called Don't Hesitate.
If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and are not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. But still, life has some possibility. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back. But sometimes something happens better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything. But very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. So these last few moments, just feel whatever there is to feel flowing through your body. See if you can let everything have space, like be a welcome guest. So your joy as much as your pain, your boredom as much as your bliss. It's all just life energy flowing through. These last few moments are just yours. Just soak it all in. Shavasana. A big deep breath in and let it go. You start to slowly move fingers, toes, little wiggles. Come back into your physical body. When you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just one last moment resting there.
And ease your way up into seated meditation. Just to close our practice together. Sit up nice and tall. Feel into the length in your spine. Gather your hands to your heart. Prayer hands are one palm stacked on top of the other. Invitation to join me and to just close our practice with one big group Om. So don't worry how your voice sounds. Try to let go of judgment of your own voice and just notice how it feels to use it, to express with it. It's your own vibration. So start by exhaling, emptying out, clear your throat if needed. And breathe in your voice. Fill up with it. Thank you so very much, everyone, for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends, good work. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. What's that? I know. Oh, what's going on? I know. Usually she's not like that. This whole week, maybe she missed me. I don't know. You miss me that much or something? You're funny. What's your name? Stuart. I met you one other time. Stuart. You're so welcome.